Hi, I'm going to talk today about how harmful rent-to-own stores are and try and persuade anyone out there from using one in the future. I believe that they prey on people in bad situations. Some might call them desperate. Uh, they end up, in the end, paying more for the item than they would have if they would have saved and bought it outright. Uh, I'm not a hypocrite, but I have gone to these places before, so I know from firsthand experience how bad they are. And I'm saying all of this because I will not go there in the future because of my experiences in the past. I know firsthand that you pay more when you do this. And I knew going into it that I would pay more, but until I sat down and really looked at the numbers, I didn't realize just how much more. I kind of think that these places are kind of like payday loans, which are another thing that people that are in bad situations go towards. I've done that also. um, I it's just a lesson, I guess, that you have to learn. But I did that also. I'm in what I would have maybe in the past called a desperate situation right now. I'm not working. I am on a fixed income, and if something comes up that I need, I probably wouldn't be able to pay for it outright. Um, and that's how this whole thing works is your washing machine breaks. So you need a washer and dryer. So they know that you need something, but you can't pay the whole price right then. So they offer you easy monthly payments or easily weekly payments. So you can pay $100 a month. Well, in the end, you pay $100 a month for 3 years, and you end up paying way more than you would have if you would have saved and bought it outright. Uh, if you look on the websites at the advertised prices, some of the items you end up paying double for if you go by their payment plan. And their payment plan is just the best case scenario. There are ways that you could end up paying even more than that. It all comes down to principal versus interest. When you make that $100 payment, in the beginning, only a small amount is going towards the principal, the amount that the item is worth, and the rest is going towards an exorbitant interest rate. You pay $100, $1 of that maybe goes towards the price of the item, and $99 goes to the interest. And then the next month, $2 goes towards the price of the item, and $98 will go towards the interest. So that at the end of the second month, you've paid $3 on your item and $197 in interest. Um, I have, once again, firsthand, seen what happens when people can't pay. They come into your house and they repossess the items, take them back to the store, and then sell them to another person that's in the same situation that you are. And it doesn't mean that, well, you've paid this much on it, so the next person only has to pick up where you left off. They start the whole process over again. So they end up making as much money as you've had to have it in your house, and then they go on to the next person and they keep that money that you've paid in on it, and you have nothing to show for it. Um, it really, if you look at the total cost, it's a great way to maybe maybe change your mind about it. I have some examples I pulled off of the websites and in the stores. Uh, when I compared the prices, I did the exact same item. So it's not a big screen TV from this store with one brand and then a big screen for a different brand. It's the exact same TV, the exact same washer and dryer. That way it's apples to apples, it's not two different things. So this first graph shows the price that you would pay, which is $999 for a television if you bought it outright off of Amazon.com. The second price is if you bought it outright from Aaron's Rent to Own, which is $1,199. And then if you make payments according to their payment plan, in the end, you would pay $1,919. So you would pay almost $800 more by using their payment plan. Another example is a Samsung washer and dryer. If you were to buy it from Best Buy, it's about $2,000. Outright from Aaron's, it's about $2,100. And if you make the payment plan, it's $3,359. So almost $1,000 more by doing their payment plan. Uh, their payment plan is a big ripoff, in my opinion. This right here is just, I couldn't find anything to compare it to. It's all I could find was it's sold in the store, but it's a area rug that if you were to buy it outright from them, you would pay $150, and if you make payments on it, it's $240. I think that these things are kind of like payday loans, where it's a bad situation. In a payday loan, you need money, you know that you won't be able to pay it back all at once, so you pay a little bit over time in installment loans, and you end up paying a whole lot more. They are so bad that the government has actually outlawed payday loans in North Carolina because they know that it's a bad situation to be in. If you think about it, you need money, so you borrow it. Well, then the next month you're got an extra payment to make. So if you're already in this situation, you might just find yourself in that situation all over again. The big difference is this way, instead of giving you cash to buy what you need, they choose, well, you can only buy what's in this store. I just think that it would be better to look for an alternative that it may not make you happy, but in the end, it would save you a lot of grief. If you're desperate, you need a kitchen table, for instance, because they sell kitchen tables. You need some place to eat at. Well, for a little while, sit on the ground and eat. And then when you save enough money, buy one instead of paying way more than you would have. Um, it it's an embarrassing story, but here's mine. Uh, we wanted a television for the living room, and we didn't have enough money to buy it outright. So what we did is we went to one of the rent-to-own places, and we signed up for the lease to buy it. We were 3 or 4 months in, and I couldn't make a payment, so they offered to refinance it. So it started the length of the term all over again. I got the principal out of it, but all the interest that I'd paid just disappeared. We ended up, over the course of the time, having to refinance it a few times because there would just be months that I couldn't make the payment on it. And in the end, looking at it, I ended up paying triple what I would have paid if I would have just saved the money and bought it outright in the first place. So, like I said, first-hand experience, I know it's a bad decision to make, and you may think that you don't have any other alternatives, but in the end, you'll thank yourself if you can find anything else instead.